Last night was the first time I've called him out, because the last couple of weeks, even like after Wolves and Villa and all those games I mentioned, I was like, but it is early. But now it's come to that stage where, you know, that quote you read out at the beginning, even I said to some of my Spurs mates, I was like, he won't do a Mourinho or a Conte. He's not that sort of manager. But the fact he mentioned 17th place in his post-match press conference yesterday, I was like, oh, he's getting a bit, you know, not spiky, but there was a moment where I thought, oh, he has got a bit of that side to him where he could maybe go at like journalists or, you know, question Spurs, his mentality. The problem is, like, even, you know, people have been calling out Ruben Amorim at Manchester United, but he did win the Portuguese league, rank that win where you want. But, you know, Thomas Frank hasn't won a sausage in his career. He always got in his, like, portfolio is he did well with Brentford, punching above their weight, don't get me wrong. But the other issue, you look at Brentford right now under Keith Andrews, they're looking all right, if not quite a bit more dynamic up top with Dango.
Is that not Thomas Frank's team, though? Because we
how
can't use that on one and not on the other.
But then how long do we go? Like, for example, I never liked when people called, like, last year's Liverpool team Klopp's team. Yeah. It's still Arne Slot who's setting that up. I know they didn't bring any players, but it was still a different style of play. And people said, well, Klopp's football was getting tired. So I don't know how far we go between, like, is this still Andrew's team? Like, it's really hard to judge where Spurs are. All I'll say is I think there are moments, such as yesterday, where I do listen to that rhetoric of he is still that Brentford manager, of sometimes the naivety, you know, if he turns up to Brentford and plays like that and they get played off the park, no one's going to say anything. But your Spurs manager, so it's a different kettle of fish.
What does being a Spurs manager mean? Because
but what is success for us?
A Spurs manager won a trophy, got sacked.
Yeah. But then that's the problem with us as general Spurs fans, is sometimes we'll go...
We bring Conte and we moan that the football's boring, yeah? We sacked Jose Mourinho before a final.
But it swings too much. Yeah. We've gone from Mourinho to Conte, then we went back to attacking football, then we've gone back to a bit more defensive. So it's like, what do we actually want? What do we see as success? What do we want as fans? Because at the moment, I'm sitting here and a lot of some Spurs fans and Ange fans are going, we shouldn't have sacked him. No, I still stand by that we should have sacked him. But at the moment, we're just questioning whether this appointment was right. I'll give him to the end of the season because I want him to see him do well. I think he deserved that, you know, he deserved this go at a top job. But you've got to sit there and think, like, it has to be better. Because I kept going last season, this squad isn't 17th. But at the moment, it does look like it is 17th again.